launch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
That one caught downfield by Watson. Christian Watson, 74 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, this has been a quick-strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Carlson's extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. His throw incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play, because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap. Fields. And he finds Corey Davis. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Fields. Throw left side complete to Scott. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And they are on on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs, 23 yards for the touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Carlson on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 3rd down and 1. They'll run with Herbert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, if it's gonna be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. Fields going to keep it once more. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Adam Troutman from 13 yards out. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Packers get set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They go play action here, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Moore, the man in motion. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Fields. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy off the play fake. Musgrave's got it out right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On first down, Fields. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Quay Walker leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Here's Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over first and 10. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Play action. Now Purdy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a second and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here as they fail to connect on third. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Here's Fields. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Back to throw, Fields. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this is caught by Fells, right side. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the gun on third down, Fields. Throw out wide is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half. Purdy. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon half. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the...
Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway! And out across midfield down to the 45.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now Fields, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
My partner guaranteed they approached this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off, and the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And the Bears first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
At the 11-yard line.
Purdy now on second down. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
No gain on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Back now at Lambeau as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Holding. Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
That's good for 28 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Rolling to his left. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now it's the backup, Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Miles. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Here we go. Hurry.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Tannehill going to throw it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout stat,
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Fields. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
they lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Throwing now, Tannehill. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. Touchdown, Packers! Colby Parkinson, 42 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Chicago offense set to get started. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Fields throw complete there to Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On first down, Fields. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the fifth time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This is taken at the 18. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long.